Hey, what's happening, everybody? I wanted to come out to you today and find out, are you a hobbyist or are you a full-timer in unclaimed funds? Or are you neither? Are you just somebody that's kind of trying to figure out if you want to even get into this? But what I'm speaking about today is, and I'm not going to, if you're brand new to unclaimed funds and you've never done anything before, continue to watch. This is kind of something that you're going to need to figure out. And it's good to kind of plot where you might be going in this industry to figure out, how am I going to get to the point where maybe I can stop working my 9 to 5 and make a lot more money working on unclaimed funds, working for myself, working with other people that a team that I've created, which I think is the ultimate goal for a lot of you that are out there that have taken courses or that are working on unclaimed funds. So let me give you a description. So a hobbyist is somebody that is maybe new to the industry or is just content working a few deals at a time, closing, a handful of deals and, off a source where they've researched them, they've done the skip tracing, they've found the potential client, they've reached out to them, they've gotten the contract signed, and then handing that off to somebody else to do the processing and to disperse the payment for the funds. And generally that's what happens a lot when people take courses. There's a lot of different courses that are out there, and generally there's some sort of a back end offer where after you take the course, they will say, hey, if you are successful in getting a claim and you're not able to get it paid, you can come back to us, given that you've taken our course, and we'll split the deal with you, or we'll do it 60-40. We keep 60, you take 40, and we'll get the deal paid for you. And we'll just, we'll do all that stuff. We'll get the check and write you the check and write the client the check, et cetera. Not a bad deal if that's, if you're good at, working a source and, doing the research, finding the people, doing the skip tracing and, or maybe the genealogy of it and closing deals. So if you can do those 3 areas and you want to do it part-time, being a hobbyist is a good thing. Not really a feasible option for most people though. What I'm seeing through my Fund Sleuth group on Facebook, there's a lot of people that are on there that have taken courses, and they're at a point, a lot of them are at a point where, hey, I know how to research. I'm really good at research. Or, I've got people that are in there, hey, I'm really good at sales, but I suck at research. And they're not able to get a case to a point where they've got a signed deal and they can just even dish it off. So to be a hobbyist, you actually have to be pretty skilled. You've got to be able to do those 3 areas really well. And like I just said, I don't think it's a feasible thing. Eventually, if you want to be a full-timer and quit your 9 to 5 and you're making good money doing unclaimed funds, you got to have those 3 areas covered, and you have to be able to do the processing and get these deals paid as well, or at least spearhead those efforts from within your organization. I think a more viable option is that, if you know about unclaimed funds, if you've done the work of learning different sources, how to work those sources, let's say you're a great researcher and you're fantastic at lead creation, you shouldn't quit the business. And a lot of people have. A lot of people that are fantastic at lead creation have taken courses, invested in themselves, invested time in doing the work, and got discouraged because they just couldn't connect with people, or the skip tracing resource that they used wasn't that good, so they could never even talk to the person that they wanted to speak with. More often than not, though, there's a disconnect from the sales side. And the sales side's complicated. It's not easy. It takes a lot of practice, and sometimes a lot more practice than you can get doing it on your own. You're not being guided. These courses generally don't work with you on the sales end of it. From what I'm finding out. Again, I've not taken a course. If you're here to find out what is the best course I should take, I don't have any answers for you. I would encourage you to join the Fund Sleuth group on Facebook, our private group. There are people that have taken, I think, every course that's out there people within the group have taken one of those courses, and you can get some feedback. You can put a post in there. Hey, I'm looking at these 2 or 3 courses. Has anybody taken them? Give me your feedback. The other good thing about that group is I put a lot more in-depth information on there about the business, things that I do. I talk about I just posted a 12-minute video yesterday or the day before, getting into how to close, and and what fees you should charge, or there's a few different things that I cover in that video. Definitely worth a look. But anyway, talking about hobbyist or full-time, in order to even be a hobbyist, it takes some skills. And this is something that some of these courses are never going to tell you before you pay for them. They're going to tell you how easy it is. The government's hiding money from people, and all you got to do is pull this record and make a phone call and you're making money. And that's bullshit. It's not true. Sometimes cases can work that way, but if it was that easy, why would you need a course on it? I mean, really, why wouldn't this guy just be having, a phone bank of 100 people calling and getting these deals if it was that simple? It really isn't. But there are ways to break it down to make it even simpler for you, especially if you're able to stay in your lane. Again, if you're a fantastic researcher, if you're a great person, if you're great at lead creation, I mean, I could use you. There's ways that I can connect you with other people. There's ways that you can connect yourself with other people on the Fund Sleuth group. Get on there. Tell us what your problem is. What's going on with you right now? Don't quit. There's a way through it. If it's something that you really want to do, it's going to take work. It's going to take, you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to need probably more training. There's things that you're going to need that you're not going to get from a basic course. So that's my point on it. But there are ways for you to make money even as a hobbyist. And don't take it sounds like I'm putting people down if they're a hobbyist. I'm not. I think it's a good idea to keep your 9 to 5. Learn if this works for you. Learn if this is something that you enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't be doing it. So anyway, that's my sermon for today. Hope you enjoy. And again, I'll put a link in the description where you can join the Fund Sleuth group, and definitely share your experiences, share your thoughts. I like to riff off of what's going on with our subscribers and their group members. So look forward to hearing from you.